Spiritual nature, what up? Ain't nobody used the spirit of haters, what up? Damn, what up? What up? The body really had a Duracell in it. What up? The world didn't have Uriel in it. What up? The world wasn't on the relevant shit. What up? America ain't had no president, bitch. What up? The people knew that they was on my property. What up? The people knew that they was the economy. What up? The people knew that they seen us monopoly. What up? The school system started teaching astrology. What up? The government told you about the extortion. What up? Everybody knew how to make Jordans. What up? The pilot man did a lot for your girl. What up? The flight car sat on top of the world. 360. What up? The whole world was on that flight and we out. What up? The whole world was enlightened as fuck. What up? I told you everybody in hell. What up? It's in a way that nobody can tell. What up? Ain't nobody never heard my flow. What up? Everybody kept their third eye closed. What up? I told you I'm ahead of the sun. What up? Everybody came together as one. 360. The angel horns. Now those the questions angels like to ask, and those the type of lyrics angels like to put in. Now I don't know about all the smack monkey drill stuff and stuff like that, or Jay-Z 100 million. I got one B over another B, and it mean the B that's negative. God don't want to hear none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Thanks so much for the donation, Mooney Mercury, baby. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all check his stuff out too. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Yeah, God don't want to hear none of this reprobate music and stuff no more. God want the real questions, the real music synchronicities and outing puddings and stuff like that. And best believe I'm the gangster spirit. So I don't even want no drill rapper to feel like, oh, but this corny gospel. What? Trust me, I'm more gangster than you. Trust me, I could put words together, everything. Don't go nowhere testing God's children. Trust me. And I know how to rap for God gangster sounding. So trust me, you don't got more songs than me. Just sit down. You trying to get a record deal in today's time, it's over. I'm the only one giving deals. I done took over the world. Oh, I'm saying real stuff. Now, look, we can talk a good 12 minutes, and then we're going to break down this energy. We're going to break down flight tarot card for all Mazzaoth signs, which you need to do. So we ain't doing no mind reading. We ain't looking at other people's circumstances, and we ain't making you feel like you something you ain't. We're going to talk about your issue, the energy you in. I'm the spiritual guide. If I say this your sign, and you Allah, not the manager at your job, not your mother, not your doggy, not your cat, not your bird, not your snake, not your pet monkey, not your favorite Michael Jackson album, you. Now, I said, thanks so much for the donation. Mar, I appreciate that for the bottom of the real stuff. You. So if I pull out that Seven of Swords, you better believe it ain't got nothing to do with your brother having to tell you something, your sister made a mistake, or no, it's something you got to open up your throat chakra for. Yay, that's what it's about. If you got the Seven of Swords, it's about you got to open up your throat chakra, and you looking at other people like they supposed to. No, it's you. Thanks so much for the donation, Peter. I appreciate that for the bottom heart too. He got a page too. Check him out. Real stuff. You know, I'm number 9 too. You said 2 houses. And he got 2 houses in this thing, so he manifesting, materializing circumstances all up in the real estate game. And it's a good quarter pocket game right now, because a lot of people is in a state of getting distracted with voting and everything. Like, so you can go in and cop all kind of lands and stuff like that, or get into circumstances like beat all and stuff like that, and got the game sold up. So when people get ready and the economy start to flourish again, ain't nowhere to go but the stuff you got. You know what I'm saying? Your product, your real estate, and your circumstances, your land mass, your grouping effort. Yikes. You know what I'm saying? If I pull out a 3 of Cups, it's about what you need to open up your heart chakra for in your environment or something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about... See, what you might get mistaken sometimes, especially through other astrologers and tarot card readers, is the energy that's being read for you make you think that it's somebody else doing that to you. No. It might be the energy you're in to see somebody that way. In their personal life, we're not mind readers. We could be wrong. We could be prejudging. And we could possibly be setting you on a path, if we the astrologer or the tarot card reader, that's wrong. And having you have false manifestations, or having you wait for things that you're supposed to get up and work for. And you'll be waiting around for 12 months and stuff like that, where it might be an energy you in. So if you got 7 of Swords, you may be looking at others like they're negative, or they need to express something. But this is an energy you're seeing others, or something you need to participate with. This has nothing to do with no one else but you. That's what shadow work means, spirituality means, and this takes the divination out of astrology and tarot card reading. Because I'm not setting you on a path to look for something, to think that's what you're supposed to see and do. It's about you knowing what energy you in, and you have free will, like we all do, to choose to make that direction or this direction. For an example, using divination for astrology, it's telling somebody Mars is in this sign, so you need to do this, and you can get over somebody and get $1 million. No, what it's saying is that's the energy, Mars, passion, and let's say a sextile Mercury, opportunity to communicate your passion. You still have free will. It's up to you to use the energy or not, but it's all about you. It ain't about someone in today's transits, Mars, sextile, and Mercury, and somebody gonna passionately, with aggressive tone, argue with you with wording. That's divination. You'll be put on a path thinking this gonna happen to you, might not happen to you, and then they keep you complacent, tell you it's gonna happen to you in 6 months. You end up not doing anything, and you're on the wrong path. You see what I'm saying? So we have to have clear understanding how to do these things when you are the guide. Know how to separate from your own bias and self-reflecting of your situations you're in, and not knowing that you think everybody else is going through that same thing. For an example, I can make this the most clear as possible, right? This is how you understand self-reflecting, because it could be so subtle, you may not understand it. You could come across an astrologer or a tarot card reader. If they're a psychopath and not an empath, they have not yet did enough shadow work themselves and got out of their own trauma. And they're using whatever that they're doing to fulfill their own trauma. So any story going to become redundant, because it's really ultimately self-reflecting. Now, if it's hard for you to tell on the subtle levels, because we all be going through the same things, let's generalize it as black and white. You can have a gay astrologer and tarot card reader, and you can have a straight one. They could both be reading the same sign, but I guarantee the gay person make up a whole bunch of gay scenarios, and the straight person make up a whole bunch of straight scenarios. Now, me being an angel from an equilibrium perspective, both parties, right? If both of them ain't having no equilibrium, they're ultimately self-reflecting, because the gay person don't understand everybody that watched them ain't gay. So when they come up with a bunch of scenarios like, you might got this person doing this, that, and the third, it's a whole bunch of self-reflecting what they went through, and they think everybody going through that, but it's just things that they went through to help them. You see what I'm saying? Then you got the straight person. This how you compare and contrast it. You know, the straight person ain't gonna make up no gay scenarios, and you know the gay dudes or the chicks gonna make up, or the lesbians gonna make up gay scenarios. That's a clear confirmation right there that this is not an unbiased person. This is a person that's self-reflecting, and the reading ain't even about you, and it's making it seem like it's about the energy of people around you, and then it's all wrong. And then it's ultimately self-reflecting. A person is setting you on a path of something they experienced and something that somebody did to them, or they be secretly having thoughts to do to others. And that be the knowledge they be giving you. Not no real true what you supposed to do solution, because this the energy we in. And that's how you tell the difference between a divination person and a person for God. Because God don't play that. And don't be listening to no tarot readers or nothing either. And the first words that come out their mouth is Jesus Christ or something like that. I got a Bible, and I'm about to do this tarot card reading on the Bible. And I could read that Bible and go to the scripture and say, use a demon. So how you can't be no tarot card reader and praying and Jesus Christ and shit like that. First of all, you have to be an alchemist. We the ones create religions. If you don't even understand it from that aspect, you're a reprobate leading people blind thinking you holy. And then you doing some divination or tarot card reading, and then you mixing it with God, and then the version of Christianity that don't even fuck with you. The fuck? So it's like all kind of demonic spirits online that be thinking they teaching people and stuff like that, like they spiritual and holy, because the attention. No, you just attracting more lost people like you. All y'all reprobates with no knowledge. Or these actions wouldn't be shown, or these things wouldn't be coming out y'all mouth. And when an angel down here, a lot of y'all humans need to just be students and give up what y'all doing. It's demonic. You're going to hell. Ain't no way out of it. I don't care what a demon trying to make up. It's humans on earth right now practicing bestiality and think that they got a God that's going to take them to heaven. I'm not letting no humans down here create no flunked out world that ain't got nothing to do with God because they want to be feminism and stuff. Nobody got time for all that. Not with Archangel or real man down here. Now, y'all can get around some better males that accept things and be like, oh, you're so peaceful. You're more loving than God. No, you're more up under a hell of a demon that want this world to look like it, that don't got nothing to do with how we got here, and it's genocide. Y'all, none of you humans got common sense. You gonna have it on my channel. 12 minutes in. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have it on my channel. None of y'all got common sense. You gonna have it on my channel. I don't give a care who you think you are and who you try to think I ain't. They did the same thing with God. If God was down here in the body, they'd be looking at God and spitting in his face and be like, that ain't God. You ain't this, that, the third, so they can feel good about themselves, which is why they reprobate in hell and they don't have the intelligence. God only get the intelligence to the children. You gonna have to be jealous till you die. That's the only thing you can do, or act like the thing don't exist, like y'all do God. The only thing you humans could do. You can't play no positioning on no angels. I'm saying real stuff. Aries do Pisces. Listen, now this is what you guys gotta do. Whoever watching me, this is what you gotta do. Even if you're an astrologer or a tarot card watching me, I'm the teacher now. This is what you gotta do. And if you need to learn how to do your astrology or tarot card reading, you're the student now. This how you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or go to hell. Don't make up nothing in your mind like you ain't, especially casting stones towards an angel. Ooh, you really going to hell. Just off your lack of belief. You'll be challenging to your grave. In a hidden, secret, demonic way, though. You ain't gonna really show y'all faces. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. Angels only could be free and say names and do stuff and do it when they want to because we free. We got the truth. We ain't hiding nothing. We don't hide nothing. We put everything out in the open. We don't hide nothing. I don't got time to even make no damn fake pages. When I come in my name. You click anything you see me liked or whatever like that, IG, Facebook, or whatever like that, you click on it, it goes straight to my post. You know why? Because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Angels. That's how angels get down. We're going to get into Aries, Sun, Moon, ascendants, Mars. And this is what you guys need to do. Somebody said I just started. Yeah, I ain't getting into no signs yet. You know, I like to talk smack until 12 minutes in. Give me some grace. I'm an Aries too. A lot of y'all be into astrology, and then when it comes, every time, it don't matter what it is, when it come to my channel, it gets weird. So it come on my channel, all of a sudden it ain't got nothing to do with Aries or nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? But when you want to teach astrology or you want to be around others, all of a sudden it's normal again. Oh, Aries, they crazy out the mouth. Oh, they just that or third. They always trying to change something to be. It's normal again. When again, I understand it. That's why I don't like y'all humans, because y'all consideration is weird when it comes to real spirits. And I'm glad that God don't come back. Y'all just demons. Y'all just want to have power about stuff. I'm taking all y'all power. Y'all ain't about to use no power or witchcraft, nothing down here. Y'all humans don't know what to do with that. It's been 2,000 years. I'm not putting nothing in y'all humans' hands. Not from the government all the way down to you reprobates online who think y'all somebody. Y'all ain't shit. Trying to create another 2,000-year-old bondage. Ain't none of y'all getting off y'all ass. I don't want to hear shit. Ain't nothing easy. God ain't did nothing easy. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. And Mars. Yeah, I don't want to hear nobody with no opinion about no spirituality. Not with no angel on earth. You just gonna sound like a reprobate who did something that they used to do to God. Ain't no excuse no human can make down here. Or challenge me there with intellect. You can't. Sit down. All right. You humans ain't even allowed to have no ego. Y'all sit somewhere and call an angel having an ego. You humans ain't allowed to have one at this point. But we're going to have another 2,000 years locked down. Nobody got time for all that. Y'all humans don't know how to get up and do the mission. So just stop trying. Stop trying. All right, we got 2 cards. I don't know if I want to do underline the story. But y'all got the 6 and Ace. So there's going to be something that you need to cut yourself out or something like that, or you're being cut out, or you're being hated on. And there's a lot of frustration based upon the stuff you're paying attention to. So don't pay attention to the hate that you're getting. That's not for all you Aries. It's for some of y'all. It's not for some of you. It's for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. All right, what Aries need to do? I ain't got time to be thinking all day either. So what you want to come out? Go ahead. You want to come out? Go ahead. Boom. Where we go? Oh. All right, y'all got the 7 of Hearts. So this is what y'all need to do, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Mars. This is what y'all need to do. 7, Libra energy. Now, here's the thing. This might be dealing with some water or something like that. So you might need to give some type of cup. This is a 7 of Cups. So you might need to use some Pisces, Cancer, or some Scorpio energy in some type of way, in a like positive or opportunity. So you got to give a cup that look like it's communicating. So you got to communicate some emotion. Communicate some emotion, and that emotion can create some type of fairness or some type of balance or some blending in of whatever end of the stick is getting took. That's the shortened part. That's the shorter part. Or it could be some Libra energy that you need to utilize. You need to create some fairness, some balance, initiate some conversation, and that conversation can develop into some type of cup, some type of emotion in some way, shape, or form. So that's what you need to do right now. You need to be communicating some type of cup, Libra. Okay. Now we can get into if it is a situation or a specific zodiac sign, or no matter the zodiac sign, the situation itself will be the energy of maybe water, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a Libra, and the things y'all talking about are water things, or a water sign, and the things y'all talking about is Libra type things like fairness, balance, communicating, openness, even marriage to a certain degree if it's with the other gender too. So that's what you guys need to pay attention, or what you need to do when it comes to being Aries at this time and the energies that y'all in. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Venuses. Oh, shit. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venuses. All right, this is what y'all got. Y'all got the Queen of Swords. So for the most part, all you Taurus is going to be receiving some grand hate or competition or opposing energy. So whatever that you're doing, you're going to be receiving some funny frown faces towards it. So you see what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. So this is what you need to do. So what you actually need to do in some way, shape, or form, whatever that you're doing to protect this energy that you're in some way, and don't you be giving a lot of people hate, but it would have been a king. So this means you're receiving it. So even if you're not, as soon as you start to act out, do a few cartwheels or something like that, there might be somebody who just may not necessarily like you. So pay attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it. So right now, you need to give some grants. I mean, you need to be receiving that type of energy also. There's things you need to cut out in your life. These things that you're doing is going to bring that external energy from no matter the zodiac sign or the scenario. You need to have something that you're giving, that you're receiving in your life, but you don't need to receive it no more. Whether it's a helping hand, whether it's a relationship, a circumstance, an opportunity, or something like that, it's something that's blocking you, whether a job or whatever. It's something you're receiving that you need to cut out because it's blocking other things in your life in some way, shape, or form. Whether you're trying to get a gift or a goal or whatever like that, all that's getting blocked based upon what you're smothering in. So whatever you're receiving on a grand support, even if it's like a helping hand, but it might not be the type of help you need. For an example, let's say you draw, right? And you got people around you that care about you, but they can't help you get stencils and stuff and markers. They might help you in what they're trying to make you do or something like that. So you can't really say that they agents, and you can't really turn it down because it's helping you, but it also ain't the real help you need. You know what I'm saying? So cutting it out ain't necessarily telling them you don't like them. It's just that you're stopping receiving that type of support and help because you're trying to put yourself in another space. So it's like that's the kind of energy that you're in right now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that. It might be a situation where you might got two people interested, or you might be up under a circumstance where this person might be helping you have a roof over your head, but that roof over your head ain't the location at something else where you could probably meet Barry Gordy or like something stupid like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a risk. Something you got to cut out that you're receiving that you might not look at. You got to just transform in some way. You got to transform, go through the little birth stage. You got to go through a little birth stage right now. Something you got to cut out right now. So you can get in that position, that new job, that relationship, however the case may be. Now, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant and Mercury. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mercury. Y'all asleep? I'm about to say, what's he gonna do? All right, y'all got the Jack of Clubs in this thing, anything. So that's a Jack of Pentacles. So for the most part, here's the thing: this puts you in a situation where you hit the jackpot of a whole bunch of frustration. So you get ready to hit a jackpot. What you need to do is worry about the right things. So there's gonna be a lot on your plate. But what you need to do is worry about the right things. Now, what does that actually mean? What's the energy that this in? The things you need to worry about is your pinnacle, your material, your money, your stability, your support, your security. You might be in an energy where you're not worrying about that to a certain degree. And here's the thing. You might need to associate yourself with an individual. And I don't know why I didn't break that down for the Tauruses. What card did the Tauruses have? Because I want to re-break that down and add on to the zodiac energies too. But for the most part, here's the thing. When it comes to this is like Aquarius. So you need to have some type of association or some type of participation that has something to do more with money, stability, security, support, shelter, and foundation or something like that. There's something that you in that you're not really paying attention to that don't got nothing to do with stability. I mean, that have something to do with stability, security, support, safety, and shelter. You're paying attention to too many other things and stuff, or the wrong associations. So you need to associate yourself with something that deal with stability, security, support, safety, or shelter. Whatever that you doing or associate yourself with that don't got nothing to do with earth energy or pinnacle energy, you're wasting your time. So keep that in mind. Also, Gemini. Let me see what Taurus has had. Oh, okay. Queen of Spades. So finishing off on Taurus too. Now you could be dealing with the Pisces energy. So for the most part, what you might need to cut out exactly, Tauruses, you might need to cut out some emotion. There's some emotion that you're in, or some emotional connection through someone else that expects something from you, and the energy you in is not cutting out of that and not caring about what they expect from you. So it might be an emotion that you in that you got to cut out, or there may be conversations you need to have that got something to do with creativity and sharing that emotional rapport to see if it have that connection and it's a shared dream. So when you're looking at things that you're receiving as a grand support being a Taurus that you need to cut out, it's going to be some emotion, or you might need to have some type of communication with someone or others that's more predicated on dreams and imaginations. And you need to cut out these conversations you're having with others that ain't got nothing to do with the dream or the creativity or the Pisces energy. So that's for you Tauruses. All right, now. Oh shit. Now, Cancer's sun, moon, and ascendants. Cancer, sun, moon, and ascendants. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of swords, and while the sun is in Scorpio. Because things got to come to the surface, and how humans bring things, how y'all humans bring things to the surface is via communication, and that's basically y'all swords. Damn, Cancer. Okay, one card did fall out than the other ones. So you got the Five of Hearts. So right here, this is like being attached or being emotionally absorbed into a cup in some way and giving it mad attention to a certain degree. So here's the thing. This is what you guys need to do. You guys need to start expressing some emotion, some cup. 5, Leo, energy, and things of that nature. And for the most part, the cup. So 5 of Cups. This represent expressing some emotion in some way through in a creative lens, in a youthful way, in a more lighter way, not heavy and depressing. You see what I'm saying? Or there needs to be some type of emotion that need to be paid attention to, and you need to set the stage for that emotion to be taken care of, and so it can be expressed and set the stage to see if it can get some form of reciprocation or some way or some attention. So that's what you guys need to do as Cancers right now. So y'all can't be in y'all moods about something. Y'all got to express some type of Cancer energy, Pisces energy, or Scorpio energy, your fellow tribes. But you got to set the stage and make it look Leo-like. Express a feeling in a creative way. So the more creative, the more that even if you experience opposition and rejection, your pride and ego won't be hurt. So doing something light, even make up an excuse in your mind. You're not even doing it for that thing, that position, that person, or the family or friend. You're doing it because of God, and then that allow you to, whatever the outcome may be, if it's negative, to still have some sense of wellness within yourself without thinking that's something wrong with you. But that's what y'all got to do right now, being Cancers, in order to get over whatever's getting ready to manifest, attract to y'all lives during this particular time. Leo's sun, moon, and ascendants. This is what y'all need to do. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ain't coming in here and making yourselves important, because I'm seeing like the same name written from a lot of different people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get blocked. Don't come in here and make your own world out of. You're supposed to be listening to the tarot now. All right, now let's check this out. Five of clubs. So all you Leos got five of clubs. Now y'all like might be emotionally attached to frustration during this particular time. So what you need to do is give attention to your money, your stability, your security, your pinnacle. This is the five of pentacles. So you need to set the stage to be expressing some type of feeling or creative way that can materialize as a pinnacle. Earth. Stability, security, support, safety, and shelter. So whatever that you giving attention or creatively thinking you're into to make yourself youthful and light, if it ain't got nothing to do with the earth energy, the pinnacle energy, you're wasting your time. So all your creativity, expression, fun and enjoyment, or making things more youthful and light and not depressing, need to be about things that deal with stability, security, support, safety, shelter, material, maternal, or Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo-like energies. Now, it can be circumstances where it might be a sign or a situation that deal with these energies, Leo or Earth sign, but these are things you need to do and the energy that you are in, because the elements are energies first before we get too narcissistic about our situations, and it don't even be what we get ready to make up that got to do with other people. No, this is the energy you in, and this is what you need to do. And if you're not doing this energy in the best way, you're going to be doing what you already are, not dealing with pinnacle and setting the stage for something that don't got nothing to do with that, and then the pinnacle energy gonna pop up in your life showing you like, this, you need this. Hey, why ain't you got this? So right now I'm telling you, you need to be setting the stage and give it attention, because this is your card. You can be your own worst enemy right now. You need to take yourself, your own energy, and give all that attention to some pinnacle energy. All right, Virgo, sun, moon, and ascendant. Virgo, sun, moon, and ascendant, and Mercury. Woo! Y'all scattered. Y'all don't know what y'all want to do. So some of y'all Virgos got a lot of choices or a lot of suitors or something like that. And y'all playing mind games. And then a lot of y'all don't have anything of these at all. So you're trying to figure out how to get it. That's for some of y'all, not all y'all. All right, King of Clubs. Now, for the most part, now that's what you need to do. You got to give your grand support to your money, your pinnacle, and things. This will block you, because you're giving your grand support to things, and these are things you can lose. Your money, your pinnacle. So that's if you're in reverse, and then you're listening to like reprobates, and get ready to tell you it's something. And always remember that too, because y'all might think these things be real, but this is your mind getting crafted, and you might manifest that situation that wasn't for you, and then you'll find yourself having to leave astrology and tarot card for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But this is how you always make it make sense, right? How can it be a story about how somebody else think about you, right? When you know damn well if somebody else was getting an astrology or tarot card reading and they had you on mind, you know damn well throughout the day you wasn't thinking about that person. So how can it work for that person then? How can it work? How can it be real for you if you a person that a person would get a reading for, right? And if you a powerful person, you know you ain't sitting around thinking about whoever might be thinking about you. So that's a real thing in reality. Don't get too spookism. Always understand common sense first before you get into anything, okay? So, boom. So when you understand that, you don't put yourself on no weird path, and then you're looking at people in a way that they not even at. Just because what an astrologer or a tarot card told you, because they're lost in divination aspects of it. But what you need to do is give your grand support, start to give your grand energy, right? And this is Cancer energy, 13. But you need to start caring and getting comfortability with your money, stability, security, support, safety, shelter. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to start getting comfortable with. as a Virgo during this particular time. Start giving your grand support to your stability, security, support, safety, shelter, or planning, or earth energies to yourself. Right now, you might be helping someone too much, or you might be in a situation where your responsibilities is taking more of your time, and you need to put yourself where you're giving more grand support to your stability, your security, your support, your safety, your shelter. So keep that in mind also. And these are the energies you can be dealing with. Because if you're not doing this right, these things can affect your home or your family or your emotional connections or your privacy, the ability to obtain privacy, because it's the Cancer energy too. So you could experience restriction, pinnacle, with privacy in the home, the king, if you don't do things right. Yeah. And if you are an astrologer and tarot card reader and things of that nature, don't ever think you need to do a reading for yourself to see how other people will affect you. You'll always be wrong. And I guarantee if you are a tarot card reader and an astrologer, you probably can't do it anyway. You probably can't. It'll get weird in your mind. You'll probably think, oh, it's more easier to do it for others than I can do it for me. No, it's just because you ain't doing it right for others either. And then when you try to do it for yourself, it get even more weird. That's the problem. Okay, Libras, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants of Venuses. Ooh. All right, there we go. 4 spades. Now, for my Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Venuses, you got the 4 spades. So, yeah, you overthinking about cutting somebody out, or you overthinking about cutting yourself out of a circumstance or a situation. It's the energy you in. Now, what you need to do, well, that's kind of what you need to do, too. You need to be thinking about what opposes you, what's not for you, what's unbalanced, what's unfair. This is the 4 swords. You know what I'm saying? So you need to think about what's unfair. You might not need to take no actions right now. You might need to sit back and observe. You might be so stuck in a situation, and it's like kind of too late, so you can't just jump out of it. It's like just now realizing you got the wrong job or something like that, and you just can't up and leave. You got to create a circumstance before you can. It's like that. So you're in reevaluation stage right now. You need to think about what you need to cut out and create some type of discipline in some type of area in some way. And it might have something to do with the home, family, emotions, privacy. You might be smothered, and you might need to cut out this little privacy you have that's developing into too much distractions. You might need to cut that out. You might need to cut out even being at home so much. It might be something that you need to communicate within the home, and that's not being, it's like an elephant in a room, and something's not being communicated for things to be smoother and balanced in some way. So these are energies you got to participate in. You might slightly even be experiencing family issues right now, and having to need a family discussion. So you need to go ahead and get comfortable with cutting something out, because you're very unproductive. You're going to lead into distractions right now, procrastinations and shit like that, and blaming it on others and playing victim. No, there's some home, private, or whatever area right there that you need to cut out and have some type of communication so that fairness and balance can get back there. Or whatever you're doing privately or whatever you're doing at home, it's a distraction. You might need to cut that out too. All right, now Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Mars. Oh, there we go. Y'all in a rush about something. What y'all in a rush for? King of Diamonds. So for the most part, y'all must be in a rush of moving in with someone or something like that. So is you getting home with somebody or something like that, or is you about to get into an apartment or something? Y'all Scorpios getting ready to get, or get the attention for something like that, or get the attention for something y'all been doing privately that's good seeds. that's getting ready to not be private and manifest as something like fire energy, something you could get attention for creatively as an individual. Aries, that could get a lot of attention. Leo, that others could learn from. Or you could go through foolish energy and still learn from. Sagittarius. So, and then it might have something to do with developing a home or emotional rapport or a home foundation with other people or emotional connection or some form of new ability to be private to do these creative fiery passions. So there's like a fiery cup where there's some emotions that could spark good excitement, passion, creativity, or some other type of feeling that could lead into positive things to get attention for. So that's what you need to do. You need to give your grand support to some of your creative gifts, your talents, your passions, and things of that nature. And that might put you into a home. That might put you into or a comfort zone amongst others where you could feel at home with that, even if it ain't got nothing to do with an actual home. So that's what you Scorpios need to do. Play out some fire energy, or in the home, develop some creative passion, fire energy, and that's going to set everything straight. And make sure it's in private. Everybody don't need to know what's going on until it's developed. Don't be going telling everybody what you're going to do before it's developed. That's going to get it taken down. All right, now Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Jupiters. Eight of clubs. So all my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Jupiters, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Jupiters, you got the 8 of clubs. So you need to be in secret. This is what you need to do. Behind closed doors and secret. Stack your money. Worry about your stability, security, support, safety, and shelter, and things of that nature. And some 8th house Scorpio energy. And if you're going to deal with others and stuff like that, make sure it's behind closed doors type stuff. Not out in the open where every family member need to know, every friend, associate, coworker, know, like you got a bullhorn and you shouting out how your 1, 2, and business and pinnacle energy is stabilized. No, you don't need to be doing that right now. Especially if you're around, like, you know, reprobates and co-workers and stuff like that, and they're just good for that area, like conversations and stuff, but it ain't never nothing that got something to do with your gifts or talents or behind closed doors in that area. Don't even mix and mingle. Don't put them in your business. You're just going to set up your dreams to get shot down or something like that, or someone to rock you to sleep for your pinnacle energy. So your deep desires, passions, and motivations should be your stability, security, support, safety, shelter, your money, material, manifesting. But for the most part, when you start to do these things, keep that behind closed doors also. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a situation where it could be earth-like. You might need to express some earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but you might have to do it behind closed doors in secret, and do it passionately in a Scorpio way. And then that'll make sure whatever situation that you're trying to direct your goals, it'll be in a much sufficient manner, whether that's dealing with business, goals, relationships, circumstances, however the case may be. Do it in this way. All right, now Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and Saturn. You do it any other way, it's gonna fail. That's for all the signs. This is the Shadow Work Solution channel. You do the energy you in any other way, don't be crying. Don't be crying. And then that's Sagittarius. This is the last one I just did. You try to go start a business, relationship, or whatever in any kind of other way, because you goofy and wet off some type of hope or something like that, don't be crying. Now Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Saturn. And that goes from Aries through Sagittarius, and now we're starting at Capricorn to finish it off. From Capricorn through Pisces. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Saturn. Y'all got 9 of clubs. So peep this. Now you need to why is all these negative energy? Oh yeah, we in the dark. We in Scorpio. That's why all these negative energies coming out. Even a positive card is kind of negative. Ooh. Okay, now look. This is what you need to do. Now you need to start traveling internally. Start thinking more broadly, get out of your small mind and start developing or learn more abilities. And jump into your spaceship, your mind, and go to a different location in Babylon that look more good and stuff. And they got fairs there and stuff way away from La La Land, though. Or you need to start traveling physically or start learning more about something, jumping into experiences, or use your spiritual morality or spirituality, or even if you're religious, if it's been working, whatever. You need to use that ninth house Sagittarius energy for something that got to do with Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Some form of stability, security, support, shelter, or safety, materializing or manifesting. So you have to use your knowledge that you can learn, that you had. I mean, the knowledge that you have learned, it's time for you to teach it, put it to work. Whether you learn, no matter what life are you on. You might have to work at orientation for a while, for a few weeks, and then wait 2 weeks to get that first check and stuff like that. And somebody had to tell you to put on some rims or flip a taco. But now it's time for you to be in a position so now you could train new employees and stuff. It's like that. It no matter what walk of life you on. But you need to start expanding or traveling or start teaching everything you learned so it can look like Earth now. Materializing, manifesting, money, stability, security, shelters, safety. Start to see if your moral system even works so you could be secure and it's something you could stand on, because Earth is an element. You can stand on that and it makes sense and it's constructed and it's common sense in this world. But there's some spiritual morality or education or some traveling you got to solidify and start to plan and conceal, and it can help you produce more money during this particular time. You might be in a location that don't even support your career or your PhD or something like that. And it's time for you to travel, ninth house, Sagittarius, so you can go get that check, aka Pinnacle energy. It's the best way I can explain it, Cappies. And don't cap. That's what you got to do. Whatever you're doing, relationship, whatever. You might got to travel. You might be flunked out right now and deciding that you really want to be with the person that you're having a long distance relationship with right now. And it's time for you to actually travel now and things. Like, it can be like that. If it's the relationship you're directing your life towards. But this is what you need to do. Not what that person need to do. And this person actually got you in a third party. Well, you don't know that. We don't know that. And sometimes we might be right sometimes and sometimes we won't. But we have to go through the experience and don't set, if you the guide, not set somebody on a path to block them from even experiencing that to see if this right or wrong. We can't stop people's experiences with divination. We got to tell a person what they energy in and let them have free will the same way God gave all of us. All right. Now I come out of love. I don't care if you don't like how I come. You better read your Bible. I don't think y'all gonna like how God come either. If you read the Bible, y'all don't read that. But y'all fake demons. I'm tired of that. All right, now look, check this out. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants and Saturns. Whatever I'm doing for God. I don't even care what I'm doing. Evil. It's for God. So it ain't evil in the esoteric world. It's changing this world to look more like God, no matter what everybody doing. So it ain't what we do, is how we do it. Enjoy yourself, as long as you're doing it for God. Period. That goes for making money, tarot card, astrology, business, building the world, money literacy, making math, making science. God ain't say you can't enjoy that. God just wants you to do it for God now. Not no demonic divination, vitamin D, down to this Lord demiurge world. Demonic. Okay? That's it. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Signz, and Saturn. Hey, I know y'all thinking a lot about something. Hey, did y'all make the wrong decision about something? A job? All right, boom. 3 of diamonds. So all my Aquariuses out there, my Saturnalians, Capricorns and Aquariuses, them Saturnalians. Saturnalians. Yeah, Saturnalians. That's what Capricorns and Aquariuses is. Saturnalians. Saturnalians. But yeah, check this out. Three of Diamonds. So there's some type of discussion or communication, or you need to open up your throat chakra, and that's the only way somebody gonna be paying attention to your individual creative gift, Aries, that could get a lot of attention, Aries. I mean Leo, that people could learn from. Sagittarius. But without that Gemini energy, third house, communicating in your surrounding, opening up that throat chakra, you might not get that spotlight. So don't keep your talents burdened right now. And these are your sextiles and opposite energies and your trine. So it's kind of the ball is in your court and the universe is waiting on you. So I don't know what you're expecting for others to do that's in your location that got some type of attention. You're going to be waiting all day. It's something you need to open your mouth about to even blend in a little bit to get some of that shine. See what I'm saying? That's the only way, Aquarius. So whatever you're doing, you got to open up your throat chakra, Gemini, be a little bit more mutable with the energy you're already naturally comfortable with, air, because you're fixed. So all puns intended. But you're in the energy right now where you need to learn how to be a little bit more mutable and not look at it through the lens of others. So if we was to talk about it as divination, I'm going to tell you somebody in your surroundings got a lot of attention that they're going to give you. No, you might not ever get no attention like that. You got to be in the surroundings, opening up your throat chakra, third house, Gemini, communication, air, in a more mutable way, though, to get out your fixed natures in order to get that attention, creativity, passion, motivation, individuality in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for the cash app, donation. Be the I appreciate that for the bottom of my heart. Yeah, Saturn aliens. Y'all know that atmosphere we interact with, that we inside, that's out, that's 7 atmospheres away. We only interact with that one during this year. So it produced that sun that's far away in space. So anybody born at that time, yeah, that Saturn sun that's produced, yeah, Saturn aliens. That microphone heads. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn's Billy Goat kneecap heads, and Aquarius, the man that we made microphones after Billy Goat kneecaps. And so a microphone looked like a Billy Goat kneecap, and then the microphone itself, the Aquarius head. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, like I said, 3 of Diamonds. So you gotta pay attention to some communication in some way, shape, or form and start expressing that. And then once you get that open throat chakra going, all that other stuff in other areas that don't even take no communication, that's in other areas of your life, you're gonna start getting attention for it, and it's gonna start blowing up all over. And take that uptown, let's make it happen. All your talents go to South Beach now. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff all around the world. Up, down, left, right, Switzerland, Chinatown, Harlem, Bronx, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Real Rico. Yeah. Rico and goddamn Paid in Full energy. Real stuff. Now, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Jupiters. Dang, that came out fast. 3 of dang, it's the same card. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, y'all going through the same exact. Is y'all dealing with an Aquarius? But y'all going through the same. Oh yeah, the Blueface and Christian Rock. Yeah, behind closed doors, they still got to deal with each other. What is Blueface new babe? Not his new baby mom, but his baby mom that he just married. That he already had kids with. What is her sign? I don't even know her sign. I'm slipping. Yeah, I'm gonna go in on they smack monkey ass tomorrow. Like I said, but the 3 of Diamonds. So for the most part, and his mother, ain't no way she out here trying to be young and stuff. She look good for her age though. She look good. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But the 3 of Diamonds, right? So in your surroundings and something like that, you have to communicate and open up your throat chakra. You're not opening up your throat chakra enough. So you might need to pay attention to Aquarius, and y'all might need to link up and give each other courage. So y'all can give each other courage to do what y'all need to do. Even if y'all ain't got the same goals or something like that. Both of y'all are reprobates right now. Y'all saying, so if you don't know no Aquarius in your life, that's okay. You don't necessarily have to be an Aquarius. I'm just being jokey right now. But both of y'all going through the same situations. Aquarius and Pisces. Y'all need to open up y'all throat chakras. Right? Open up your throat chakra so you can get that attention. That attention ain't... See, if I was talking about it like divination, this is how I would break it down. There's somebody in your surroundings that got a lot of attention. Three of Wands. That all you got to do is wait around for 6 months and they're going to give you this attention. See, I'm setting you on a path. No, this is the energy you in. And I don't want to put you through no filter system where you're sitting around thinking you got to manifest that, or someone else got you on some third party, and I could tell you what they thinking, and they probably somewhere asleep while I'm telling you they with a third party. No. Here's what's going on. This is what you need to do. Your surrounding, or even if it's something to do with you're familiar with, that's your internal surrounding. Just like every house is like that. We got an external operative left brain and an internal right brain speculative version of things. So you have a physical home and you have an internal home, your heart space. No matter where you at, you can feel comfortable around them people, places, and things, or that park or whatever like that. You have an external familiarity, your geographical environment, location, and you have an internal familiarity, the things you're familiar with doing every day. So you can even be online and stuff. Whatever you do online every day, it can still play out in the third house, something you're familiar with. And you need to open up your throat chakra and communicate in order to get that attention in some way, shape, or form with that Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Something you could be seen as an individual that's creative and new, brand new in this world. Aries, that could get a lot of attention and set the stage to arouse emotions. Leo, that others can sit back and learn from. Sagittarius. You see what I'm saying? And then, but you're not going to get that without opening up the throat chakra and communicating in some way, shape, or form that has something to do with your creative gifts and talents that you're trying to manifest and be in a position of. And that's for my Pisces out there. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Yay. So that's what y'all need to do. You do anything any other way. Starting a business, talking to your mama, trying to jump into a relationship, even if you got kids, dealing with your kids. You're trying to do anything any other way. Don't be crying. Don't say Uriel ain't told you how to do something. You know what I'm saying? Don't be crying. Like, damn, I got demons in my life. You must have opened the door for it and you was feeding the attention of it. AKA, you didn't do what I was telling you to do. You did the energy and divination and did something else. And didn't do it for that. For the pinnacle, whoever the sign. Or for the wand, which we did this dead Pisces. Or whatever sign you is. If you ain't doing what the card you got, hey, don't come back crying. I gave you the game. You see what I do for myself. I don't got to teach nobody nothing. But how do you think you know about me? So I'm trying to give y'all the game. So somebody will know about y'all. And then if you part of a soul group, a subconscious community, is even faster. You can skip a lot of the process because a lot of other people put in the work in that area already. So when you just jump in, you already get half of the energy. But it's still up to you to do what you still supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. And I love y'all. Well, start hooking this back up too. You know what I'm saying? A little color, if I can look like I'm in space at the beginning again for the first 12 minutes and then cut it off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to probably have a new set, new background and stuff like that. I'm working on getting that little building too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all the serious people and stuff like that. Y'all gonna start seeing the real interviews and all the real goddamn stuff that I'm setting in tone and stuff. Real stuff. For my little business and what I got going on and my little circumstances and stuff. So yeah, so y'all be on the lookout for a whole lot of content, whole lot of new content, new city backgrounds every other day. Cause I'm a traveler anyway. I think I travel more than everybody. Well, shout out to a lot of the real men online that I do respect, and I see them traveling and making little groups and stuff like that. And I'm talking about other content creators, but shout out to all the men too. That's with this. I need y'all too, but. As far as that's actually putting in work, y'all know we all like Mooney, Mercury, Baby, Be the All. You know what I'm saying? People like that, C-Tolls, stuff like that. Shout out to all the women. But I'm talking about online. People got their own worlds. The men I respect, like I see them too. So like I pay respect and I respect everybody. One thing about me and the Aries, I'm not a hater. Well, everybody should know that now. You have to push your Aries to that space and make the Aries feel like that's the game you playing. That's the only way Aries feel challenged. Like the only way you have no business even being in the Aries world, because Aries take a lot of time to be in their own woods. So if they even looking at someone, that person put themselves in that woods. Aries ain't go to nobody else's woods. You know what I'm saying? So when we see it, like we do respect. We respect it. I respect men I see traveling, building communities and stuff like that, all kind of stuff. And shout out to the people channels I've been on. You know what I'm saying? Them men. But anybody else online, reprobate. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else online, reprobate. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to change the whole world right now. We got to change the whole world. We got to change the whole world. We at a disadvantage. And I don't like being at no disadvantage. That ain't me. I ain't at no disadvantage. I'm actually in the real workings, but I just like to talk in certain ways where I still sometimes esoterically pander. Make y'all feel like y'all can actually, have some power. So when y'all eventually get it, you know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? When you actually be like, all right, I'm going to get this power. Now you know what to do with it. And sometimes, like, hopeful speaking could kind of speed up the process of a damaged spirit that may not feel so good about themselves, which allows them to be at a state to give more time and energy work and thoughts and feelings to things that face them in the opposite direction of God. So me being a wise spirit, sometimes it's not even the point of it being pandering. Sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with that. You could see something special in spirits and you could set them on a positive path. And hopeful speaking and motivational speaking sometimes can make a damaged spirit not feel so damaged, even if they are in a damaged place. And that could be help. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what God showed me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that could be help. You know what I'm saying? But then God said sometimes don't go too far, because when you do that, you could build crutches for others too. And then God showed me how this play out in many patterns, how even if you are a damaged spirit, right, and you ain't on no kind of spiritual mission, you still sometimes is in a better position than someone else in your life, and you still might manifest the same results, because we all got a little piece of power from God. So it might have been a situation where you got a family member or a close friend, and it don't matter how petty the situation is, deep down you created a crutch for this person. And you kind of feel weird anytime you want to take it away, whatever that tree branch you made out of yourself being a crutch for them. But you know that you wasn't supposed to do that. So like you slightly, sometimes the natural human thing to do, because y'all don't know no better, is play out self-sabotaging energies. That's the first go-to y'all always go to. I don't know why, but that's the first go-to to get out of something that you put your foot in your mouth too early. It took 6 months for you to realize you're not comfortable with that. But so you built so many correspondence and rapport with the family member or friend, you almost feel guilty not doing it. But deep down in your heart, you're not supposed to keep doing that. Especially when it comes to like failing family members and friends and stuff like that. It's a crutch. That this person need to do that for themselves and get up. Especially if you got like a crackheaded or drunk auntie or something like that, or uncle. After a while, you need to cut off that source they're getting from you. And that's the only way that they're going to do something for themselves. You see what I'm saying? That's how God look at it. And y'all all got a piece of that. That's why I explained it, because I'm God's child down here just like you. So I could break down God's knowledge in a way you can understand it, how you got that power too. And now that little motivational speaking ritual I just broke down before I broke down this allegory, I just did that for you so you can understand, even if you is at a trauma state. Oh, I did that too, Uriel. Oh. And then I took it back to me showing you that's your little power God gave you too. You see what I'm saying? No matter what walk of life you on. Angels here to make it simple for you to understand it. So you never feel like you alone. Even if you are physically. It's not like that in the gas and liquid world. You ain't never alone. You know what I'm saying? And God don't like to see spirits down here in that alone feeling in the gas and liquid world. Because in a solid world, you manifest actually being isolated. Even when you don't have to. You'll manifest the opposite. Being attracted a lot of times. People trying to get you out the house. You'll make up an excuse or not wanting to participate. So that gas and liquid world first is always first as a mechanism. Be careful there as a spirit. That's your spaceship you in. And if you play out too much isolation energy and stuff like that, in the solid world, it won't even matter if it is people around you. And here's the kicker. Gotta be using people as vessels as the opposite energy to even get you out of it. And you will make an excuse yourself to lock yourself in the closet like Tory Lanez again. You know what I'm saying? And you need to be careful in that world. Because that only leads to you going to get the butter knife in the kitchen. And now we got to take you to the hospital because something don't look right with your wrist. You know what I'm saying? Now you need stitches. Because if you really wanted to really do it, you wouldn't be able to get repaired. We would have just found you laying there. So obviously, you're still confused in thoughts. So let Uriel tell you, don't even spring off that seed. Get rid of that mustard seed of isolation right now. You know what I'm saying? Real estate. You ain't alone. You ain't alone. Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta understand these things, because I know how that feeling could be too. I experienced that a few eons ago. It'll make you have a dry heart in a very negative way, to the point that you'll have people that actually care about you, but your dry heart won't never be allowed to be open for it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to die like a pillar of salt, like Lot wife, whether you're a male or female. That's basically what it's saying. It's an as above, so below concept. You follow the Lord, the Son, you shall rise again as a spirit in a new glorified body. As above, a new year. As below, a new form with them new characteristics and stuff. So, you know, when it's an as above of the story of Lot and his wife, before they went into Sodom and Gomorrah, that's the story of leaving Taurus and going into Gemini. And when you look back at what you try to maintain as material, stability, security, or money, you end up having a dry heart and be stale and stubborn and stuck and not fluid and movable, aka an allegory of Lot's wife. She looked back at that land and turned into salt. The sun allegory, but the moon phase looking back at Taurus while we go into Gemini. And if you keep looking back at your material, which you stabilized, you're going to be a person with a dry heart, aka you only defend yourself when it comes to your status, your business, which you built. You don't ever defend yourself when it comes to creativity and rapport and sharing that with others and compassion. You see what I'm saying? You're always trying to get something out of somebody, rock somebody to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's you turned into a pillar of salt. So now you understand, if you was born within 9 months, and let's say you're missing the Taurus month, you have a sodium cell salt deficiency. So you may not develop diabetes in your, no, you have good ways of leading into developing diabetes in your life. You can't be scared of salt. Don't take too much. Do everything in moderation, but you need a little bit more salt or sodium in your life than someone else who was in their mother womb while the sun was going across Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Because the Taurus sun, Baal, Canaanite, when our atmosphere interact with that atmosphere to produce that time reference that we experience that we call Taurus, that sun elemental energy is a bunch of sodium cell salt and that produces in the atmosphere and nature, and that's what that sun get produced be. Then when it get into Gemini, it's potassium. When it gets into Cancer, it's calcium. So this is how we're getting our minerals. If you don't have those months, if you wasn't in your mother womb and you was born before those months came, you don't have a lot of sufficient energies of those. So to keep your, like you got everything else, like everybody else, keep going sufficiently, like your brain and your heart and your blood flow, you need to add some of what you lack. So you could be sufficient and you don't have no disabilities or no lacking energies when it comes to your skin, hair, and nails, and your way of your organs reacting and responding to the forces in the fields in the external realm and in nature. You know what I'm saying? Your skin, just like you got skin like everybody else, might end up developing, being more thinner than other individuals. You're missing a cell salt. You go get that cell salt, that vitamin, and take it for a good 6 to 9 months, and then you're going to start seeing the results. Don't think you're going to start popping something and you're supposed to sit and think and feel and your organ's supposed to react and you ain't even doing something for a week or 3 weeks or something. They don't work that way. These things have to be familiar and just actually be familiar in your system running. Then the tissue is going to start developing as to change, because your blood turn into tissue, like your mind turn into blood and plasma, and that turn into tissue and organ. Once it's in that routine where you have flushed out a whole lot of sperm and egg cells or sweat and stuff, and you're rejuvenated, because we all got that rejuvenation energy, that take 3 to 6 to 9 months. So when you rejuvenate and you have that new blood cell cycle and stuff like that, new replenished thoughts and feelings, it's supposed to be fulfilled with them vitamins, them new vitamins also. So all the previous baptism is gone, the new fluids is there, and you fulfilling it with what you lacked. And therefore, that takes a 3 to 6 to 9 month process. Then you will start experiencing the different results. Then you're going to start experiencing the results and stuff like that. Pardon me. Because days take time, just like you develop in the womb for 9 months, 369. So these are, and I don't know why they deleted that video. I had the chakra and the I forgot what the video was called. The trine cycle. How every 3 years you develop a chakra that becomes an organ. And even I was breaking down how you do this in the body, and you made the heart first, and how you develop to become a person. You have more awarenesses that don't got nothing to do with how you perceive awarenesses through this organ, the brain, and stuff like that. There's awarenesses the spirit got that use the other brains, the other organs, and stuff like that. Or sometimes it has awarenesses to even create these things that you have got indoctrinated to not understand that. So you be doing the same thing, but through another lens to understand it a different way. And they got you using this chakra, crown, first eye chakra, that bend in and become the brain or frontal lobe. They got you using that to interpret the other chakras and brains. So you don't understand the full capacity of your other intuitions, your other natures, because they got you trying to understand the other ones through one, and one of them just understand the world in its way. So when you're trying to understand the existence through the other lenses, you're caught in filtering systems, because you're trying to understand your other intuitions through one of the intuitions. So you're not going to have the full understanding of the intuition you're trying to understand if you keep bringing this one along that the shadow government told you need to use to understand everything, which make y'all all ultimately masculine and men, even if you got divine feminine that you're trying to express, whether you're a male or female. They got all y'all doing it through the left brain chakras. The left brain ain't got nothing to do with the brain, the left side and the right brain, and that's moving. They ain't got nothing to do with that. All your organs are brains, and all your chakra points is what bend in and become that blood to make that specific organ. That's why spiritually, if you in the sexual space, you're in a sexual spirit, you're going to start, the spirit ain't the form, it's a space. Then you're going to start to be aware of those natures. Make a mentality there, an imagination. Then once you make enough of them, it's going to bend in and become a fleshly fluid. And then all of that blood, fleshly fluid, going to be adrenaline and rush to that organ it originally made and give it more impact, aka your dick got hard. Now you do this with your heart chakra. You do this with all these. This is how we create blood, sweat, and tears. Our spirit go into a space, develop the mind, create more minds inside of that womb, and make it big enough so it's this fart cloud that is condensed, and it condenses and become a fleshly fluid, and then we get to experience it in reality. You can't tell me that's not what we're doing. That's not pseudo. So your right brain is all your organs and your chakras that made those organs below the waistline. The things that can be up underwater for long periods of time. Your left brain chakras is everything on the upper hemisphere. All your chakras and organs from your heart to your brain, your tongue, up here. That can't be up underwater for long periods of time. So when you're laying down and you're a fetus, was purely up and down at that point is left and right. See what I'm saying? And was truly right and left, you're supposed to face the sun backwards, and you really see where it's actually going, from west to the east. And we in the star that rise from the west, because we in that atmosphere. So how do you understand that? If they're making allegories of the sun being a man, you're facing it, claiming it's going a direction. But last time I checked, if I'm facing you as a woman and a man, a male and a female, your left is going to be to my right. So for us to equalize ourselves, we're all going to have to face in a single file order, face the same direction. So my right arm be on your right arm. So if the sun is an allegory of that, you face your back towards it, and then you understand the actual aspect physically of how life is, and then that play out as a mental concept. Once you go down lines of reasonings and trains of thoughts of things, you end up playing out in other areas in your life when you're not knowing it subconsciously that you're playing out life the right way, not in reverse. And then you end up having more of your Uriel type knowledge and chakra and stuff. You start knowing how to deal with people. Anytime you go outside and observe nature, you know how to deal with people, especially the sun and moon. I don't know why it does that, but just God told me to do that, and it worked. Even though it was a natural gift of mine anyway, but God showed me the tool that we all created as a team of what it actually is. So even if I was to teach it, I could make it simple. But it's like when you go observe the thing you're made out of and understand the mechanism of it, when you do it, it automatically play out as you knowing how to deal with all walks of life. So it'd be a confirmation God show you, like, there's some synchronicity with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're made up out of the same thing. So if you do that mechanism in that order, any spirit that's in a body that's made out of that thing, the body and the mind is made out of the same thing. We all made that as spirits. The spirit that's trapped in it, that don't know enough about themselves to be aware of the teamwork makes the dream work. When you play out the mechanism, they won't have no choice but to understand how you're coming across. Whether it's ebonics, whether you don't know the language or whatever, you still know how to deal with all walks of life, no matter your position, because you're doing some type of mechanism that's just in the psyche of all species nature. There's a mechanism you can do to make a bear scared of you, and they will understand that type of language. There's a universal language if you know how to tap into it. It's the mechanism. So it's not an actual word, it's a characteristic. It's a way of moving. It's like a way of doing something. It's a mechanism. But if you like kind of do it, you kind of got no choice but to look at it like a language, low key. Like real shit. And it's like, what you will understand is your first body is your mind, and your mind play out as a vibe or atmosphere. And that's the thing that causes anything like fear or whatever like that. So if you got like a strong mind, a fume that you got from a different space that's unfamiliar, the bear mentality that made their organs will so much not understand it, they will be scared of that light. Because all species see each other different. You can't see an ant the way an ant see an ant. You're only seeing something half of the thing. And how they be seeing humans or any higher being than them, because you could train an animal, but an animal can't train you. They might see more of your light form, your mind body, because they can't physically make out all the construct of what you're doing and what this is for to call it directly. So they might see more of your energy. This is why you could be a human, two humans in front of a German Shepherd or Pit Bull or Rottweiler, and it's both of y'all energy determines who the dog gonna attack, not necessarily what you doing. You could be a person that's in a state of not being scared and move the same way the person in a mind state of being nervous move. Both of y'all can move y'all arm. The dog will attack the person with the nervous energy faster than the person with the calm energy, and both of y'all moved y'all arm, so physically it appeared that y'all did the same thing. The dog don't know who's shaking more or nothing like that. It just looked like y'all did the same thing. Both of y'all did a movement like y'all about to run, but one person ran like they did this before, so it's like normal to them, and one person is running in the energy of, oh, I don't know what to do. Like it's almost like they first time, the shaky energy more vibrational wise. That the dog gonna chase that person or bite that person. Never fail. And I'm from the hood, and y'all know how I be. So anytime that actually happened, I test the dog. I punch the fuck out of the dog. Yo, I mean, punch the thing. The dog always go after the person, because I remember I got bit before, and I learned that when I was a kid. I used to always be with my mother. She always be friendly and stuff like that. So when we go over her friend's house and stuff like that, her friends had a doggy. I used to play with her friends' older kids. They was older than me and stuff like that. But they had a mean dog. I call it a mean dog. I forgot what kind of dog it was. It was a husky or something like that. And I was still, and they said, don't run, don't run. I couldn't help it. I ran, the dog bit me. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to the hospital and stuff like that. I ain't never like going over there again. You know what I'm saying? But I learned how to do it. But ever since then, I think I was like 6. And ever since then, I always tried to fight against that. And never, every time I was in situations like that with other people, I didn't get attacked. Other people got attacked. And I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So it's like an energy thing. It's an energy. It ain't got nothing to do, especially when it comes to another species. So when you get deep into that and you learn another mechanism, you could jump into the space that the spiritual root race of the bears that came together to make they one kind world. Then teamwork makes the dream work for us all to know we in the world together. But for them to have their level of consciousness to develop their organs to be a group amongst each other. You'll be able to tap into that and see what they fears is and stuff like that, and create a character, a thought and a feeling, 4th and 5th dimension, bring that together, 6th dimension, as a character, and wear that as an aura as God consonant dissonance. Really believe you that energy. You know what I'm saying? And add all kind of energy in that inanimate object. Take all kind of physical things from the world that can make a correspondence to it, even if you got a magical thing, and add more into it. That aura you carry when you're around a bear, that bear be scared. It won't bother you or just stare at you or look at you. It won't understand. It'll be like a dog that when you start hearing saying sounds that the dog don't understand, the cat or the dog start doing this. Y'all know how the cat and the dog start doing that? They're trying to figure out the hell what's going on. You're just making sounds. That's what a human would have did if y'all really believe the starting point that a floating star or cloud came and gave y'all a language or something. Y'all would have never came to the conclusion that was a language. Y'all would have made up a language to talk about what that is, and y'all still would have never understood the sound of it. Y'all would have came up with a language amongst each other to figure out how to destroy that thing. Y'all would have never, it's lost. But it's almost like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, as humans, I would have been like, what is that? Nah, you start running. Just like you being a human in a higher form, and you could train a dog, but a dog can't train you. As soon as you start saying sounds and stuff, a dog you didn't train to understand, it's going to start putting up its ears trying to understand what the hell you doing. You know what I'm saying? The hell you saying? What is this? Light. You know what I'm saying? What is this light form? They don't understand that light form you're pushing out. Like, what is this light form? What do you want me to do? I don't get it. It's weird. That's how they take it. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you hear a sound that you aren't familiar with, you do the same thing. You just do it in a human way. You hear a sound that you never heard before. You be like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? You just did the same thing a dog did, just in a more evolved way, a human way. If you wanted to say I was pseudo, because sometimes I be feeling like I go in the spiritual world, and I always gotta break it down to reality with the earth element, because I feel like I be seeing fart clouds and be like, no, don't tell me they don't understand that. Oh, let me make another reality allegory so they can understand it. Boom. But those who've been watching me for a while, y'all already know. Y'all already there in Babylon. So y'all already know what city we in to make that make sense in the third dimension. Because that's all we do is be tourists, and we don't go just be tourists in Babylon like we excited to see these stuffs. We go roast these things and look at it like, and go spot out all the witchcraft to all the other tourists there so they can stop getting on the esoteric tour bus, esoteric transportation, and have them come with us to our little Babylon and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real stuff. Something we making. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. That's how you save the powerful spirits. Now, in the third dimension, sometimes it look crazy. Sometimes it look like you got to fight fire with fire. Sometimes it look like you got to defend. Sometimes it look like you got to thrash your flaming sword. Hey, but whatever it takes in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, as long as we all wake up and get out of whatever we think we was lost in. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So that's how I go in this thingity thing. And then that's how we play this real mission out. Because that's the only thing I like doing. Life ain't even fun if I ain't doing nothing for God. When I start doing too much stuff for humans and regular life and the government, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's depressing. I start feeling like I'm missing out on something. And then God showed me what I'll be missing out on. Abilities to create gifts and talents. And then anytime... And I ain't never even really been in that space because that was just eons ago. But like, just God been showed me. Anytime you jump more into that space, you ain't never got to worry about the regular world because that is always what you doing is what produced the regular world. So your ability become the gift and talent others got to learn. So the people who even run the world, they got to pay you for them to know something. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what walk of life you on, that's how they do it. So that's how we even got the ability to even get paid on YouTube with monetization. Because of people like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing things for God, and the shadow government don't know what to do. So they like, oh, why is this getting all this attention? Ain't nobody on YouTube making you that work at YouTube making this lit. So all the government know how to do is capitalize off of it and try to control the people with their attention, so they throw them crumbs and stuff like that. But this is just God's way of saying that, job done, child. You change the world. You put energy inside of an inanimate object and express something I needed you to express on there. That's how God look at it. Because without you, that inanimate object wouldn't have been nothing. That ball would have been flat. That beauty salon would have been vacant. That YouTube app, nobody would have been on it. You see what I'm saying? You gotta go let God talk to you like that. So when you come back down here, you fight now. You fight. You fight, and you don't give up. Because all the government could do is pay you for you to be you. So that's the best way, best route you can go. Y'all just get so lost into fighting over outdated energy that people already is the face of and watched up, so you can only be seen as going competition, doing that world. Dog eat dog world, backstabbing. But when you create the first face of something, you don't have to do all that. Y'all be scared to do that though, because when you yourself ain't no example. And when you kind of a reprobate, you need an example. You need something to look safe before you do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you will develop hatred energy when you do see something new. And then once you see it working, you get proved wrong. And you gotta swallow your hate. But you need to understand, and that's what it's all about. It ain't about what you do or how terrible it is. As long as it's new, that's all you need to do. That's what gives it what it is. It just being new. Whether you make music or whatever. If you make music, don't think, oh, I gotta sound like this to be hot. No, trust me. Because whoever you think you gotta sound like, the reason that's hot is because they brought that new. It was new for them. So it can't be new for you. They're the face of it. So when you understand that's the mechanism, you like, oh, so let me get on a track and this dude, then now you created an ability. So now you're going to have a whole bunch of people that try to sound like you now. You see what I'm saying? You always have to put yourself into the position of you created the ability beyond the gift and talent. When you're searching for the gift and talent, you ain't doing God's work. You're getting ready to get used and abused by the devil, and they going to get paid more off you being able to shoot a 3-point jumper. When you get the ability first, you end up being like Ice Cube. You got your own basketball corporation, and you got good shadow work relationships where you can sue a good few couple Jews. Oh, I said shout out to Ice Cube. I think Ice Cube watched my channel. Now Kanye, he make the Geminis look good. He make the Geminis look real good right now. Today was a good day. Ice Cube got you Geminis looking real good. Cause if we just leave it up to goddammit Kanye West and a lot of these and Zelia Banks and stuff like that, that's it for y'all. And Tupac ain't even here. So he got to work through the spirit world through people he possessed and stuff like that. That's the best he can do. So shout out to Jada Pinkins, but that's the best he can do right now. She single-handedly brought back Pac harder than any rapper. She got my respect. Oh, Airsoft Can Head. She got my respect. Oh, Krillin Dragon Ball Z Head. She got my respect, though. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So she ain't even a Gemini, but she got the Gemini spirit, and she a Mercurian. So you can give her that and Ice Cube. They got y'all looking real good right now. They got y'all Mercurians and Geminis looking real good right now. I said real stuff. Y'all lit. Y'all the littest thing online right now. When I seen Ice Cube die, I don't even know why I ain't put that in my title earlier. But I see Ice Cube did that, I'm like, congratulations. He ain't play himself. You know what I'm saying? Like that flunked out Sag. You know what I'm saying? You could know that flunked out Sag could say some stuff like that. DJ Khaled, yeah, congratulations, you played yourself. It seemed like he talking to himself every time he go to Planet Fitness. I could have swore he was exercising the same time, him and his boy Ricky Rose. How Rick Ross start losing weight with his Aquarius self? You the sextile. How you ain't shed? Y'all was going the same time on IG. Both of y'all was together. Why start working for him and it ain't work for you? And I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? I said, congratulations, you played yourself. You the only one didn't lose weight when both of y'all was going to Planet Fitness at the same time. Something ain't right. Now, you know, Rick Ross slowed down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So he like Slim Ross, but he's still fat. He just slowed down. If he would have kept going and like slowed down on the ham hocks, he'd be Meek Mill right now. Like slim face Meek Mill. I don't know how Meek Mill got the slim face. I don't know how he did that. He must stop eating pork or something. How Meek Mill turned into skinny face Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like healthy right now or something like that. So that's what like Rick Ross need to do. Yeah, shout out to Meek Mill. This cat then grew his hair back and stuff like that. This cat healthy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all gotta keep that peep game. I don't know what's up with DJ Khaled. Congratulations, you played yourself. He played himself. And every time he went to Planet Fitness, he's still the same size. I said, that didn't make no sense. So where did the time go? We seen you sweating. How did it stay in you? Or so did it go? Did you eat your sweat and the fat syllables and back in you or something when it came out? I don't get it. Did you go sweat off the fat when you was at Planet Fitness, but took it with you or something like that back to the crib as good seasoning and salt with your next meal, and then and took it back? What did you do? Like, I don't get it. Where it go? Like, where did the time go? Why it ain't work? Like, I don't get it. Shout out to his flunked out Sagittarius. Protect fire signs at all costs. He probably gonna blame it on God or something like that. Shout out to Assad. Assad never cried a day in his life. I swear Assad didn't. Shout out to Assad. Assad never, he was born in royalty. He ain't never had nothing to cry. I swear every time we see Assad, and he was on the album cover, he never cried. You know what I'm saying? Allah bless Assad. Real shit. Allah bless Assad. You'll never be able to be born like Assad was born. He ain't never cried. He probably like 6, 7 years old right now. He don't even know what crying is. He don't even know that exists. Real stuff. I'm saying, Assad always had the non-caring, I'm good face. Assad always had that I don't care from the time he came out of his mother's butt. Said shout out to young Assad. He always, ever since he came out, he had the I don't care, I'm straight face. I'm straight in life face. Allah protecting me face. Real stuff. Allah, little Assad ain't never had to cry for about nothing. Real stuff. Spunked out the family. You know what I'm saying? Good spirituality, though. You know DJ Khaled gonna blame it on. You know what I'm saying? DJ Khaled probably eating 2 big pork chops right now. You know he gonna blame it on God with Sagittarius self. You know what I'm saying? Well, God said I could take a break right now and enjoy this. I'll say he probably did about 12 prayers before that. Yeah, y'all Sagittarius is about nothing. Lord Jesus Christ, y'all. I'm saying, I think DJ Khaled, he got so much of the spirit and blame it on God. It don't matter what size of fat he is. I think DJ Khaled could do a backflip. I really believe that. I really believe DJ Khaled could do a backflip. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still a fire sign. They still youthful and stuff. DJ Khaled could do a backflip. Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius' fatness ain't the same as other signs' fatness. Like, Sagittarius is still youthful somewhere. It's like somewhere down the line, DJ Khaled could do a backflip. I guarantee. Now, I ain't gonna say Rick Ross can. He an Aquarius. No other zodiac sign. It don't matter how fat, though. If you're a Sagittarius, especially DJ Khaled, I guarantee, I bet you can bet your bottom dollar. DJ Khaled know how to do a backflip. Guarantee. I said, it's something he know how to do like a skinny man. It's somewhere where he prayed enough, blinked enough of his cheating and stuff on God, where it played out as youthful energy in Sagittarius, where somewhere in his life he could do something like a skinny man still. Trust me. Real style. I'm telling you, I'm a Sag moon. I know. I'm an astrologer. I know about these things. Real stuff. Somebody said DJ Valley. Y'all crazier than the mud. Y'all crazier than the mud. DJ Valley. And DJ Glad. DJ Glad. You know what I'm saying? DJ Vlad's face. They try to say if he would work with the boys and stuff. He do ask some real good suspicious questions, though. I think he used to work it for DTA. I'm saying for the DA or something like that. Real stuff. So somebody said desire with Sag is strong, fun to watch. Yeah, sometimes they can be more attention seeking than Leos. Sometimes, when it comes to the males too. Sometimes the females, but especially the men. So they can be real attention. They can be more. They'd be in competition when it comes to getting attention. And the way that they think that they can beat the Leos is by adding God, blaming God. They think whatever that they doing the same as the Leo. If they can add some God or Jesus or something to it, or some type of more wise teacher energy to it, if it ain't got nothing to do with religion or God, that's how they think that they're winning, or getting more attention, or that's how they think they could get it. Then they start pointing out with the Leo or whoever acting out the Leo energy. They start pointing out it like it's wrong and it's unwise. And then this is their way of being a demon and taking the energy for them in some way. Yeah, they just like the Leo sometimes. Just like the Leo sometimes. It might come across a little bit more nicer. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more Christianity or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you end up believing the Jupiterian energy, then they end up rocking you to sleep too, and then you don't even know if you came or going. You just know you on somebody else's stage again. Say you done left the Leo and went to the Sagittarius and then woke up, still on somebody's stage. You know what I'm saying? This one stage got like angels on the wall or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I got an astrology tapestry up there. So you thought it was something different than a stage that was just about romance and trauma and a toxic ass relationship, Leo. No, I'm saying prideful and deception and disgrace, all this kind of stuff. This person just want attention. They just want to be the main character, main actor or actress. Then you get on somebody else's stage, you don't even know it was a stage first because it looked like a church at first or like a cathedral. You're like, well, I like this. I feel peaceful. Oh, this person about God or something like that. Oh, this, that, and third. 6 months down the line, it's a stage. It's a whole movie that just had a scene in it. A scene at the beginning of the movie, aka relationship. No, the scene, the first movie started at the goddamn church. It ended at Dust to Dawn version. Vampires. Hey, Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. Oh, I said the beginning of the movie started at a peaceful church and stuff. It ended Devil May Cry. I say it did Resident Evil. I say everybody ended up zombies, retarded, and stuff like that, and blame God about it. And God destroyed because it created a flood because everybody wasn't going for God and government. I said some type of blaming religion or something like that. Real, they ain't about nothing. Oh, they ain't about witchcraft. Oh, say real stuff. All that. Hey, I don't want to go too much in on fire signs. Don't forget this goddamn Scorpio season. I don't think y'all safe. Oh, I said don't forget Venus in this debilitated space. Virgos, plural. Don't make me go in on y'all. Don't think y'all safe. Y'all say real stuff. Most reprobates. Oh, go gadget hat face. Oh, utility gadget belt face. Oh, Robin utility on the side waistline, sidekick neck. Real stuff. Always trying to keep something in a rap thing we don't know. And we don't like the way you Virgos try to be friends. Y'all way of being friends is throwing in 2 cents. Listen, you got enough Virgo friends, you could take that to the bank and get about goddamn $10,000 out of the amount of 2 cents that they gave you to make you think that they your friend. I don't think I like that. I say real stuff, but if I really can cash that to the bank, I love it. Unfortunately, we can't do nothing with thoughts and feelings down here. So you know what I'm saying? I think I'd leave me alone. Oh, airplane mode, don't disturb. I don't want to know what a planner is today. I don't even want to know what a calendar is today. I don't need you reminding me and showing me a date on there on the 9th and what you wrote on there or what I need to do that I already know in my mind. Leave me alone. I said that ain't the way to be the friend all the time. I said real stuff. Don't doubt Virgo. Real stuff. Calm down. Relax. Worry about yourself. Real stuff. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're about to end this because I don't want to be too late. Oh, damn, it's 1:09. I got a dentist appointment in the morning, so I get my filling in the back. 9 a.m. in the morning. So let me go ahead and finish mixing this stuff so I can finish this. At least this mistake can come out the day after tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's the day after tomorrow. Every time I be thinking something going to take a half an hour, man, it'd be like an hour, 5-7 hour task. So I'd be having to get out of my Aries mind a lot of times. I'd be thinking I get everything done so fast, then I realize everything I got to do. Man, that one little thing be telling, oh, dang, I forget. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. But yeah, y'all stay spiritually protected, and this is what y'all need to do. Everything that I wrote down. And if you don't do it that way, don't be crying. Uriel told you so. Oh, y'all from the bottom of my heart.